Hello world, this is Yvonne Davis, Life Transformation Coach. I've been a life transformation coach for over a decade. When I first published my book, The Power of Manifestation, Creating a Life You Love. And I began teaching manifestation workshops at Colorado Free University in Denver, Colorado. So now I am moving into a new phase of my work in which I will be doing a series of YouTube videos. This is my very first, and so I'm here to introduce myself to you and introduce the topic that I'm going to discuss in these videos. So for 2018, I want to ask you a very important question. Who do you want to be in 2018? And what are you willing to do to make that happen? This is the kind of work that I love to do in my own life and with my clients. So I'm inviting you to join me this year and make a decision about who you want to be in 2018 and what you're willing to do to make that happen. So if nothing else, if you're at least willing to watch these videos and maybe check out a few of the things that I have online, I'm going to provide you with some tools and also discuss some common blocks. So one of the very first that I want to talk about right now is the idea of perfectionism. Because whenever we start something new, we're going to feel awkward because we don't know what we're doing and we haven't gotten things smoothed out. And so I am demonstrating for you right now what it's like to deal with the discomfort and awkwardness of not quite knowing what you're doing or what I'm doing, because I am new at this video thing. And I just said to myself, you know what? I'm just going to do it. And so I'm going to let you see me in all my roughness and rawness and what it's like to be a beginner and how scary it can be, you know, how awkward it can feel. And yet you're watching me do it anyway. So I hope that in some sense that gives you some encouragement that you don't need to be perfect either. So one more thing I want to say is that I brought with me some support. And that support is a very good friend of mine, someone I've known since I began teaching at Colorado Free University. His name is David Steele, and he too does transformation work. We're both accredited facilitators in nonviolent communication with the Rocky Mountain Compassionate Communication Network. And so this is one of the first techniques, or two. First technique is just moving forward, trusting the process, trusting your heart, and not letting fear or perfectionism get in your way. Just get started. Make a decision to take action. And then see where that leads you. And as you move on that path, you'll find out. And it'll continue to guide you. So another technique for beginners is to ask for support. So I've asked my friend David Steele to join me. He's not going to be on camera, but you'll hear his voice. Hi, David.
Hello, everybody. Oh, hello, world.
So any thoughts you think that are important to share at this moment?
Yeah, why is this work important?
I would say it's important because I believe we are spiritual beings living in a physical body. In fact, I would go so far to say is that this is more like a virtual reality. Seriously. And I'll probably talk more about that over the course of the year because I know that is a really radical idea. A lot of us have already accepted the idea that we're spiritual beings living in a physical body on planet Earth, and that planet Earth is actually our school. And I definitely am coming from that philosophy. But like I said, I'm even a little bit more radical than that, and I'll share that with you along the way. So you don't need to agree with any of this. Just take what works and move with it. But the reason why it's important is because the being inside us, it craves to live out its fullness. It craves to sing the song that's within. And when we don't let ourselves do that, something inside us dies, and then we're living in fear instead of living in love. And so I just can't stop doing this work because I love it so much. Anything else?
Yeah, so if this is a school, what's the curriculum?
That's a good question. And I think in a way, the Course in Miracles, it delineated and answered that question so clearly and concisely. I think it is about learning to love and letting go of fear. And for us, love is about connection. And I think that our basic being is connected and is love. But we come to this planet to learn about separation. And in separation is fear and pain. And the reason I believe that we need to learn that is because if we don't know what fear and separation and pain feel like, then we can never truly appreciate what oneness and love feels like. And so we chose to come here and to learn about that. Anything else?
So how long did you want this video to be?
That's a good question too. Really, I just wanted to introduce myself. And I will have some links below this video that will take you to my website if you want to learn more. And I will come back later and I will do more videos with more exploration about this question that I'm asking you. Who do you want to be in 2018? And I will offer many, many more techniques. I have a whole toolbox full of techniques. And we'll also explore what's blocking us. And we'll try to move through those blocks. So by the end of this year, this is late November, and I wanted to get started early because I get so excited about the new year and all the possibilities that we can bring into manifestation. But in a year from now, I will have walked further along this path, and I think who you will see on screen will be very different. Not just me, but the content, the presentation, the technology, the style, the design, because I am going to learn and I'm going to be a different person in a year from now. So thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye.